I, I can't do.
Yo, kid. Hey, kid.
What?
You should watch this video.
Okay.
Do you guys suck at Gorilla Tag? Maybe you need a extra help to get better at the game. Well, we are going to be covering almost every important skill in this game, starting from the easiest, going all the way to the hardest skills. So let's get right into it. Now this is Forest. This is the place you start. This is the place you will spend all of your time in, unless you want to go to a different map. This place is by far one of the best places to practice and learn all of the skills, because it can show almost every single skill in Gorilla Tag. So let's actually get into one of the easiest skills to know.
Okay, for the first skill you want to learn, it's gonna be basic movement. I've seen a lot of new players, they don't move the right way. And people don't really talk about this. Hey, stop blocking the camera.
Sorry, my bad.
So usually they do like this, and then they like hit hardly on the ground, or they go like, and they just bounce around.
This is a big problem in Gorilla Tag. You see, there are many methods to move, and there is one thing you want to take notice of when you're moving. You do not, under any circumstance, want to spend too much time in the air. When you're moving, if you're in the air, you can't accelerate. I know, basic physics, boys. But if you're not moving, you'll be losing speed, and you won't be going fast enough. Which is why you need to make sure that you're not always in the air. You also need to make sure that you always have a free hand to hit the ground. So if you use two hands to do this, you will also go too high in the air. So one hand at a time, back and forth motion.
Just like real life
also
walking.
Try to... Yeah. You don't stomp and fling yourself into the air every time you walk, do you? If you do, get out of this video. Absolutely, get out. Alright, skill you're going to really want to learn is wall bouncing. Wall bouncing is a really simple skill. To wall bounce, it's extremely easy. When you're wall bouncing, you want to hit off of the wall and up. Now, what you could do accidentally, and when you're doing this, a problem I see often is that you don't bounce off the wall enough, or you bounce in the wrong direction. Often, I will see players, a big common mistake is when you go up the wall, you hit too much forward, and then you can go flying off the wall. You want to make sure that you're going straight and up the wall, like this. So when you start, you may not know the timing, so I recommend looking at your hands whilst bouncing.
This skill
is a skill that you will...
It's a fundamental to pretty much everything in this game.
There's a lot of skills related to this that you really need to learn.
Okay, pinch climb. This is a pretty big thing to learn, because this will teach you how to go up everything. But first,
pinch climbing is just another way to go up.
It's called pinch climbing because you
pinch to climb. You pinch to climb. I feel like that should have been self-explanatory.
But pretty much.
But
you're gonna
when you do it,
yourself
you kind of
do a C motion.
Yeah.
Just like that.
To make this a little bit more clear, let's head into first person, shall we? When in first person, you want to take your hand and have it out like this. Oh crap, I accidentally started an elevator climb. You want to have your hands like this, to where you're practically hugging the wall. Then you want to just throw your hands downwards, and then you'll go up like this.
Branching. This is one of the most important skills to learn. And like, if you don't...
Branching is literally just the act of going from a branch to another branch.
Point A to point B. So for wall climbing, it's pretty much like double walls but miniature.
You're kind of like forming an X in front of yourself, like this. Kind of forming an X in front of yourself. If I show you here, you want to be... It can be harder Now, something you can see a lot of new players doing is accidentally increasing how far they're going from each wall, which is something you can notice. I think a lot of bad players to wall climbing will do is that you might accidentally bounce yourself too far away from the opposing wall. As you can see, when Spook Strike goes up, wherever he got off to, you can see he stays extremely close to both walls was climbing up it. But if I do this, instead of actually paying attention to what I'm doing, you can see that I can start to bounce off the wall too much instead of staying practically glued to it like he does.